Hey guys, this is Rick and welcome to Surviving Superflat. Superflat happens to be one of my favorite game modes just because it's challenging and you've got limited resources, so you have to be creative, and I just enjoy the Superflat. That's why I've been playing on the flat core server, because it's a hardcore Superflat and definitely a challenge. But a lot of people don't play on Superflat because they don't really know how to play the game per se. It's not quite the same as punching trees and getting going on a normal world. There are some things that you have to do in order to have a successful Superflat. And so I'm going to go through just the first steps of getting yourself established on a Superflat world. And the first thing you want to do is create a world that has a village next to your spawn area. Now, there's some good reasons for that. You want the village, obviously, for the resources that it offers. But you want it in the spawn chunks because that way animals will spawn here. So, for example, off the top here, I don't see any horses. So, horses are always something good to have, especially on a flat world, because it just makes getting around easier. So if horses don't spawn, what you can do is collect your animals that you want to breed up, like these sheep and cows, and maybe there's some chickens there. But what you can do is you can kill off a bunch of these animals and they'll respawn in the spawn chunks. Now that, as far as I know, that still works. It worked as of 1.7 because I've used that technique before. You can kill off all these animals, and new ones will respawn in the spawn chunks. They won't respawn if you're outside of the spawn chunks, though. But on my Superflat challenge map, I was lacking horses, so what I did is I collected the animals I wanted, and I just had a pair of each. And I went through and killed all the animals, and they respawned in the spawn chunks, and I got some horses that way. So that does work. At least it did up to 1.7. So, and like I was saying, I don't see any horses here, so probably going to have to use that technique in this one. But pick a seed that's going to spawn you near a village. Now you want to make this your base because it's next to the spawn chunks, and like I said, you want those available to you. So now the first thing you're going to want to do is look for a blacksmith shop. And this one actually has two of them right next to each other, which is awesome. The first thing that you need to really get is saplings. And you will find those in your blacksmith shops. Now obviously you need saplings because you're going to need to have trees. So look for, oh wow, this thing's got like a ton of armor here, which is a good start. And some iron as well, so we can get some tools going right away here. Saplings are critical, so that's kind of the first thing that you're going to have to find. Let's see. We're going to make oh wait, duh. Silly Rick. I'm gonna put this armor on here since I have it. Free up some inventory space. Now, as you see over here, we've got some wood, so we can get going on some wood here. And pick the logs because they're going to give you 4 planks, whereas if you just start punching planks, you only get 1 plank. So, now slimes are always going to be a problem. But, that's just part of the challenge. And you want to be careful because the slimes will knock you out quick. They will do a lot of damage for you, depending on the game mode that you're playing on, of course. I'm not sure what my setting is right now, but I normally play on hard. So, options, yeah, normal. Let's do hard. That's what I like to play on. Makes it a little bit more interesting. Okay, so we got some planks. Go ahead and make some tools here. And as you saw, they've got crafting tables here in the libraries. Now, obviously, there's no reeds or anything, so the books are important for enchanting and that kind of stuff. So we're going to do this. We're going to do this, because basically we just want sticks at this point. Now, we've actually got a good start here, because normally you have to rely on stone tools, but here we've got some iron to get us started on tools, and I'm just using the iron because I've already got some armor set up, so I'm not in too bad a shape to begin with here. What I want to do is just grab a couple more of these logs just to have them. There we go. See all that damage they did to you? Nasty. Now, where was that? Normally what you're going to have to do is make you a wooden pickaxe. I know I saw it here somewhere. Make you a wooden pickaxe, and then get some stone. And I thought I saw a church here. Does this not have a church? I guess it doesn't. I thought I saw one. Churches are really good because they're full of they're stone, and you can take off the top. Oh, there it is. Right in front of me. No, this is what I do. Get you a wooden pickaxe, and just take off this first layer here like so. This will give you some stone to get going. Like so. And just get a good supply here so that you can make yourself some tools. And obviously we want a sword. And you'll want to make a pickaxe and an axe and that kind of stuff. Okay. There we go. Now, see, I've only got one iron, so I can't make a sword out of iron, which would be nice if I could do that, but I can't, so we're just going to do a stone sword like so. Now, food. Food's the next priority we need to take care of here, because we're about ready to go on a road trip. And so what you want to do is gather up as much of this food as see, we've already got 7. You know, gather up some food to take with you, because you're going to need it. Now see what the slimes do. They trash this area out, so we want to get out of here as quickly as possible, actually. Now keep your coordinates. All I see is wheat here. I don't see. Oh, here we go. Here's some carrots. You don't need a ton of it, but it's good to have some. Look at these guys are tearing up the... They'll just tear up these farms. A lot of wheat here. Okay, so let's go make some bread. And I want that crafting bench too. No sense wasting wood when we have a crafting bench that we can use. Oh, whoops. Guess I better make the bread first, right? Okay, let's make some bread. Alright. Torch. Got a little bit of wood, got some stone, got a little bit of food here. So we're in pretty good shape. Now, write down your coordinates, obviously, because we want those. Because we need to know how to get back here. Now, first order of business is saplings. We need saplings. Because without saplings, we're not going to be able to do anything. So north. Normally what I do is I go straight north from my spawn point. And we're looking for another village, and there's probably one pretty much directly north of where we're at here, and you know, a little bit to the right, a little bit to the left, but usually within, yep, there we go, right there. They're usually spaced like, you know, anywhere from, I don't know, 20 chunks to maybe, you know, 50 or so. I'm not sure. Some of them are closer together than others. Sometimes you have to go for a ways, and sometimes they're just right close to each other. But these two are actually really close to each other, which is nice. Now, what we need to get is saplings, of course, because without saplings, we can live off of the village for a while. By, you know, we could live off this village, for example, since it's not our home village. But you want to kind of keep the villages intact, because obviously trading is going to be a big part of the game, and you need to have some good trade partners. You know, if you find a good trade partner, you don't necessarily want to destroy the village, and, you know, so all of the villagers get killed or die off or whatever. You know, you want to try to keep them around, maybe herding them up into a single group, and it's probably good. This is the obsidian. You can, of course, get a bunch of lava from these guys here and make obsidian, but you can find it in chests here too, which is really good. I don't want this video to be too long, but basically what we're going to do is we're going to, you know, we would keep going until we found some saplings in a chest somewhere, and then we would take those, and then we'd head on back to the base, and let's go on back there. And saplings and iron are the two things that you need to really collect. And what you want to do with the iron, which I didn't do, which I should have done, is make a bucket, and I'll show you why here when we get back over here. So let's pretend like we've got our saplings. We found them in a village, and you really only need one, but you'll probably find anywhere from 4 to 7. Normally, what seems to be the deal. And get yourself a bucket, and get and iron, saplings and iron. That's what you're looking for on this first road trip here. Saplings and iron. Once you have that, and actually that's not going to be hard to find. I mean, we found enough iron here for us to make a bucket, but obviously we're going to use the bucket to capture lava and water. And so once we have our bucket, just grab some of this lava, and you only need one bucket, you know, and go somewhere here and set you up a little cobblestone generator. And obviously you can use a good one to get started with that's real simple is Seth Bling's little cobblestone generators. Basically a hole and a hole, and you pour the lava in one, the water in the other, the two meet here in the middle, and you just up. Now obviously the slimes are going to get you, so you need to put a little perimeter around it. Put you, say, a 2-high wall of cobblestone. You know, get some more cobblestone here from this guy. Now leave the door intact, you know, and just take it down to the first level here, but leave this room intact here, because you want the door to keep the number of villagers at where they're at. And actually you probably want to spawn more villagers here, and you can add doors to the buildings that don't have doors. But once you get your saplings going, and once you get that cobblestone generator going, you know, like I said, just build you a little perimeter around it, like here, and just put a 2-high wall on it. Once you do that, the other thing that you can do is, I'm looking for it, these guys right here. Okay, this is wool. So what you want to do is you just want to get 3 pieces of wool for, oh, here we go. We're in good shape. Where is it? Get away from me. Let's get 3 pieces of wall. Here we go. Torches. Now I like to pick a house that's kind of on the outside. Oh, they're already spawning. I'm going to do this before actually all the bad guys start spawning. Okay. Oh, look at you. Okay, let's see. Let's get some planks here. And, oh, I don't know what I do with my crafting bench, but I'll just make a new one because we can always use them. At this point, we're in good shape because we're assuming that we have our having our saplings going here. Yeah, let's put it right. Let's put it right there. There we go. Set your spawn. Now you can sleep the night away and you don't have to deal with all the zombies and stuff that are spawning. So just to do a quick little recap, get yourself a spawn area that has a village next to it because you want those spawn chunks. Set up your base here. First order business is if you have a blacksmith, you know, get the blacksmith and stuff. But punch some wood around the farm here. You know, punch yourself some wood here. Get some wood. Build you some wooden tools. A wooden pickaxe. If there's a church, go ahead and dismantle the top layer of the church. If there isn't a church, which I mean there generally is, but if there isn't a church, I always just dismantle one of these guys here. And basically, you just want to get your basic stone tools. Now, if the village you spawn in has saplings, you're almost good to go. You still need to find some iron. But once you get that set up, get yourself some food. You can probably, a good idea would be to wait till the first night and go ahead and, if you've got enough light sources, enough of the wool in the village to make yourself a bed, then wait for the first night, set your spawn. Although it's not super necessary because you spawned, you know, in the spawn chunks here. But it's good to start off in the morning on your road trip, so because that way you've got more light. Because you don't really want to be caught out here in the middle of the night with no armor and a bunch of mobs. It can be very hazardous to your health. But then you just go on the road trip, and what you're looking for are 2 things. You're looking for saplings, and you're looking for at least 3 iron ingots so that you can make a bucket. Then head on back here, armed with your saplings and your iron, make yourself a bucket. Get the lava generator, or get the cobblestone generator going. And like I said, Seth Bling's simple cobblestone generator is something good to get started with. That's what I always use. Build a little perimeter around it so you're not mauled by slimes. Get yourself a good supply of cobblestone there. And then what you want to start doing is protecting the area here from these darn slimes. And what I'll do is once my trees get growing, I put fences along the top here. I just put fences all the way around I don't fence in the whole area just yet. That's not all that important, but you want to protect your crops. So get yourself some fences, you know, because you've got your trees going at this point. Get yourself some fences and put them all the way around here. And normally what I'll do is I'll put a fence around there and then put a gate on either side, right in the middle. So a gate here and a gate over there. That way you can get in and out. And then these big ones over here, you can put a gate here and put yourself a stair and a gate and a stair and a gate. Make some doors and put doors on these so you have other areas that you can go to. You can set up your own little light system. I normally steal these here. Because they're here, you might as well use them, right? Be sure to replace these 2 blocks because this fire if the lava's still there, it can spread here and burn this place down, and you don't want that. So there's another one that can use a door. That just gives the villagers more places to hide at night, which is really what you want. So get yourself some, look at this guy. Set up your furnaces inside your little house, and then start burning wood to make charcoal for your torches. And that way you can start lighting up the area. And once you do all that, you're going to be in pretty decent shape. And get yourself a good area. And then from there, it's just however you want to take it. You know, you can go on the road trips to collect resources. We have 13 obsidian here. All we need are 2 diamonds, which you'll find in chests in the blacksmith shop. So get 2 diamonds, and we can set up an enchanting table. You've got tons and tons of books that you can get from libraries, so books aren't a problem. So you can get those going. You can set yourself up a nice little enchanting area, and if you do all that, you'll be in good shape. And all of that will just take you just a few days, just a few Minecraft days to get yourself set up. Once you get your crops protected, get yourself a cobblestone generator going, get your trees going. You know, the trees, the saplings, just plant them out here. Just line them up and plant them out here. For the first few harvests, be sure you separate them so they're not growing all together. That'll maximize the number of saplings that you get from the drops. But you'll get plenty of saplings, and just expand, and start, using it to put fences around your crops, burning it for charcoal so that you have some light. And then from there you can, secure the village and even expand the village. The more doors you put in there, the more villages, more villagers you'll get. And the iron golems will start spawning. And yeah, you can set yourself up a nice little community here. And of course, you can always do things like set up a iron golem farm. You'll have to do it away from the village, of course, but you can always transport these villagers over to an iron golem farm by using water. What you want to do is just dig down here. I'm in the snapshot, so it's a little funky, but dig down here so you have like a 2 little pathway to where you want them to go. Push the villagers down here, and then you start just use a water bucket to push them along. And I forgot to show you here in the snapshot, or in the new versions, you got cobblestone under the gravel, so you can use that as well. So if you do all that, you'll be on your way to having a successful Superflat. So very simple, but if you follow those steps to get you started, you'll be in good shape by the end of a few Minecraft days. You'll be ready to go. So there you have it. Surviving Superflat. Appreciate you watching, and I will talk to you again next time. Goodbye.